horsepower, built on dirt. This is the World of Outlaws.
Let's rock and roll with the World of Outlaws!
Coming to Smoky Mountain Speedway on March 14th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
It's all new and it's the greatest store on dirt. All the World of Outlaws and dirt car racing apparel and licensed merchandise under one roof. Visit online today for everything from shirts to hoodies, hats to collectibles. The greatest store on DIRT.com.
Is available now.
It's Showdown!
5 laps to go at DIRTcar eSports Park.
Bobby Pierce leads the opening lap in 32. Into turn number 3 on a
Use one of the best. You got it. That's a tough one.
Ladies and gentlemen, here come the late model.
Here's Sheldon to the inside. Slide job.
Raw horsepower, built on dirt. This is the World of Outlaws.
The greatest show on dirt.
Coming to Kennedale Speedway Park March 13th and 14th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
Motorsports isn't complicated. It's made up of races where you go as fast as you can, as best as you can, as sideways as you can, and whatever this is. Our team, Toyota Gazoo Racing. We make some seriously fast cars, like this one and this one, definitely this one. And they all have great drivers, ones that win, like win a lot. Look at all these legends. The hottest drivers right now are him, her, and this guy. They're all part of a big, happy family of speed demons. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Raw horsepower, built on dirt. This is the World of Outlaws.
Let's rock and roll with the World of Outlaws.
Coming to Volunteer Speedway on March 13th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
Floyd trying to pull up and even with him, but can't do it that time. There's a fine line to getting that momentum on exit of the corner, and Floyd just not.
Tonight, someone becomes $500 richer. We welcome you to Volusia Speedway Park, the world's fastest half mile. It's the final night of the Spring Break 50. Tonight, we crown a champion. We're glad you could join us here on the DIRTcar Racing YouTube channel for another edition of DIRTcar eSports. Marty Sakala with you alongside Zach Chapman and Shaggy. What a week we've had so far once again. Phenomenal 358 racing. Really just a lot of long runs here throughout all the racing we've had this week, and it's going to come down to a banger tonight.
Yeah, I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, but 2 cautions in 2 nights, 1 per. I mean, you don't get much better than that. And Marty, it's crazy, but we've got 20 drivers, already punched in. We still have 20 boys out here on the track fighting over 4 spots, so it's unbelievable. But we're not. The stage isn't even set yet.
Absolutely. And before we break down how the night is going to go, if you missed us last night for night number 2, here are the highlights for you. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, night 1 of the Spring Break 50. It is showtime at Volusia. Guffmanis is clear for the early race lead. The second groove seems to be the place to be. Lindgren is cleared for second. Ben Jolly in third. Over Mike Augustine, lap number 1 with the line, led by Guffmanis. But here comes Lindgren, looking for the race lead on Guffmanis.
I know, as soon as I'm about to pipe up and say it looks like he's content with running P2, no big moves, he dives down to the bottom, and now Jolly, he's got his sights set on the outside, but man, that door got slammed in a hurry.
For the moment, 3 wide further back, meanwhile, with Tyler Schell cut up in the middle, and he's in 9th. Rocky quarter exit, though. Oh, hang on there, Talbot, some slight contact. Low 157 to Matty Arnold, everybody hangs on.
And there was nowhere for him to go. He had to pounce the brakes one more time as it looked like Shell and the 157 there made a little bit of contact. The 157 slides on back. That's Matty Arnold. He lost 3 spots going down the backstretch. Tough break. They're basically single file.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, night 1 of the Spring Break 50? It is showtime at Volusia. Guffmanis is clear for the early race lead. The second groove seems to be the place to be. Lindgren is cleared for second. Ben Jolly in third. Over Mike Augustine, lap number 1 with the line, led by Guffmanis. But here comes Lindgren, looking for the race lead on Guffmanis.
I know, as soon as I'm about to pipe up and say it looks like he's content with running P2, no big moves, he dives down to the bottom, and now Jolly, he's got his sights set on the outside, but man, that door got slammed in a hurry.
For the moment, 3 wide further back, meanwhile, with Tyler Schell cut up in the middle, and he's in 9th. Rocky quarter exit, though. Oh, hang on there, Talbot, some slight contact. Low 157 to Matty Arnold, everybody hangs on.
And there was nowhere for him to go. He had to pounce the brakes one more time as it looked like Shell and the 157 there made a little bit of contact. The 157 slides on back. That's Matty Arnold. He lost 3 spots going down the backstretch. Tough break. They're basically single file until we get back to this final transfer spot. And realistically, that's what you want to see if you're inside of that final transfer. Guys, let's just make the show 23 laps to go.
Got a good race happening for second. Meanwhile, here comes Jolly up on the bumper of Lindgren for second with a great quarter exit for the 99. Jolly will have to reel him in, but here comes Augustine, forced to left going into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, Big Mike right behind him there trying to throw it in. I wonder if that's Jolly wanting to make the pass for second or if it's almost, I gotta go. I mean, I am feeling the heat on that back bumper.
That Coulthard still fighting for 10th. Luckily, he's cleared Devin Howard for now, but it's by a quarter of a car length.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if you're Devin at this point, you see he's committed on the bottom. I feel like he just wants to follow Coulthard. I mean, hopefully Ryan can work a guy up to that middle, and Devin can try to pick it up and move into that bottom transfer spot, but he's going to need help.
Again for 10th. Coulthard still hanging on over Devin Howard. Oh boy! Howard trying to explore the high side. Coulthard forcing it 3 wide up both Shell and Weingart.
Oh man, Devin trying to almost bump trap that 35 coming out of 2. Give him any type of will. Say you need to get it working. I need to follow you. That's where the war is.
6 laps to go here. Nearly a little bumper check by Howard. Trying to show the nose underneath. Nearly 4 wide in turn 2. Howard's got the nose underneath on Coulthard. Door to door here
Yellow
for the 10th
flag.
position, but the caution flag waves. Honest fires back to the green flag. Lindgren following the 2 of Guffmanis through 1 and 2. Carter trying to get the door open on the 119 of Augustine here for the 3rd position on the racetrack. 4 laps to go at the line. Back to the 10th spot. Coulthard's got half a car length, in fact a full car length on Devin Howard. Shell and Weingart continue to battle for the 8th position. We'll see, yes, here's a big run again. Howard trying, leading on Coulthard. Hang on there, Ryan. Check up from 12th on back. Everybody hangs on. Howard trying the second groove here with 2 laps to go.
Yeah,
Howard,
Ryan trying to go. Yeah, he's trying to go fishing, man, but Devin, he's better at it. He's going low. He's finding the tack. Pulls to the inside. This is for the final transfer spot. White flag, baby.
They bang DIRTcar going through 3 and 4. Howard's got Coulthard cleared. Ryan sends it deep into turn number 1. They make contact. Meanwhile, through 3 and 4, they're just about 4 wide for second. Ryan Guffmanis, the crew chief for Jack Leonard, takes the win in night one of the Spring Break 50. For 10th, Howard steals it over Coulthard at the end. Set to go here for our last chance showdown at Volusia. Let's look at the starting lineup. Ryan Coulthard on the pole, the number 35 to the outside. It's Brian Dickens, the 22. Row number 2, Brett Weslowski in the 3 to the outside. Mr. Excitement, Matt Barber in the 16. Row 3, Matty Arnold in the 57 to the outside. Mike Brewer in the 39. Row 4, Peyton Talbot in the 14. Trevor Drew, the Philly Flyer, next to him in the 75. Rounding out the top 10, Justin Towers, the 9. Connor Dudek in the 7. Row at number 6, Caden Roy in the number 5. Next to Jeff Sharp in the 28. Rounding out the grid, Sam Bachman, Tyler Yearden, Bud Molyneux, Jason Smith, Brett Graham, Logan Wentz, and Tristan Ladesseur.
Top 4, Marty. Buckle up here, brother.
Absolutely. Look at the Whiplash SimCams race format. 20 laps, the LCS top 4 transfer into our feature set for 50 laps later tonight and $500 to win. Here we go. B-Main underway at Volusia Speedway Park.
Three wide for second. Look at it. Oh, boy.
Ryan Dickens, Ryan Coulthard. Oh, boy. You saw Barber had to lift up the throttle. Contact between him and Arnold, and well, it's Mike Brewer. Around goes the 39 up the hill to Connor Dudek, and Brewer goes upside down and into the flip pit. That shows you how bad everyone wants to make it into the show. First caution flag waves, lap number 2. Let's take a look at what happened here, Zach. Watch Brewer in the 39.
Yeah, it's looking like Matty Arnold maybe got into that 16, and then there was a huge checkup from there. I mean, we had saw Barber checkup coming off a 4, and the 157 gets into him, and I mean, what a stack up there. Brewer, the 7, I mean, bunch of cars that's going to basically end their night here. Well, let's be honest here, Marty. While it hurt a lot of guys, it's really beneficial for the 16 because he was on the slip and slide. He was going backwards, and Matt really can use this time to kind of reset himself, center the car, and he'll get the start on the bottom, probably the preferred line here early on.
First caution flag waves here, lap number 2. We'll rack them and stack them up with 1 to go at the line. So it's Coulthard, that is the race leader here for this restart. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties here. Brett Weslowski 2nd, Brian Dickens 3rd, Peyton Talbot 4th, and Matt Barber rounds out the top 5. Again, top 4 make it into the feature this evening for 50 laps.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back out. 2 laps complete. Coulthard able to hold serve here. Good battle for 3rd at the same time. Talbot wanting an extra spot here on Brett Weslowski. I think this is the surprising driver here to make the B-Main. Peyton Talbot after his great run back at Digital Dash 2.0 a couple weeks ago, Zach.
Yeah, and I mean, wasting no time. Started 7th up to 3rd here, already up 4 spots. And now the 122 there, the stars and bars. He may find himself on the outside looking in. Here comes the 16. But, oh, now we're 3, almost 4 wide.
This is getting exciting here. Brian Dickens, Peyton Talbot. Again, Barber trying to grab that final transfer spot. Is there an opportunity it could happen? We'll just have to see. The high side, the place to be early, right up next to the cushion here, Zach.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the 157 here can take advantage. He tries to swing it high and wide. The 122 rides him up the hill. We're 3 wide. That is for the final transfer spot. Doesn't get any better than this.
Barber was able to edge out Arnold and Dickens. Arnold probably the luckiest man after that first caution because it looked like he was going to get involved. But in the end, Matty Arnold cleared the 16 of Barber. So Barber may be surprising the 120, excuse me, Arnold may be surprising Barber and Dickens at the same time. And look at that, battle for the second spot here breaks out. Talbot's ladder on Weslowski, but behind them, Dickens actually surprising Barber at the same time. They bang doors for 5th on back.
Yeah, and that's helping these guys out as they continue to beat and bang. I thought that battle for second might allow those guys 5th on back to reel them in, but they continue to wage war even with what they see out of the windshield.
Ooh, slight contact. He and Caden Roy nudge doors, and again with another driver to the inside, that being Smith of the A. Contact, around goes Giroux, and the A car and stacks up the bottom. Caution flag waves. Take a look at what happened here in just a moment, but obviously involves the 075 of Giroux.
He just kind of gets, excuse my French here, Marty, but kind of punted from behind here. I mean, that car, I believe it was the 92, you know, trying to run that cut down, Lattisaur, but there's just the 75 was there, and Trevor, he pays for it.
Lattisaur driver who started from the back of the field. Take a ride on board here with Bachman. We'll go on board with Lattisaur here. I'll tell you this as well, Tristan has put the car into the pits. Will likely be done here for the evening. Will likely not make this show again. Top 4 make the big dance.
No, and you know me, Marty, I hate being that guy predicting stuff like this, but I did say last night, we've been playing awfully nice the first 2 nights that the gloves are going to come off at some point in time, fighting for these final 4 spots. And I mean, not that it's guys overdriving or driving bad, because it's really not. They're just fighting for 4 spots. This is what you expect to happen.
Absolutely. So field doubled up here when we come back to green. There are not 8 laps left to go. I believe we're just around the halfway point or so. We come
Yes,
back
sir. We'll be going on to lap 11. Yep, we'll be going on to 11.
Cool Thal on the bottom next to Weslowski. That's row 1. Peyton Talbot, Matty Arnold, row number 2. Row 3, Matt Barber and Caden Roy. Cool Thal, the right to fire first of the restart box. Back to green.
Great restart for the 14. Look at that. Already up to P2. Peyton, he is on the move. Kulthal better get going.
Absolutely. Ooh, a little bit of contact in the back. Squeezed up in the wall. One of them was Smith. The other one was Caden Roy. 3 and 4 wide in the back of the pack. Everybody keeps it straight for right now. There's no beating doors with a 5 and Roy in the wall once again. Sideways in the back was Justin Towers. And the 9, everybody hanging off for right now. When we watch the race for 4th, it's on Matty Arnold, Matt Barber, who's going to be a magnificent man at the end.
I don't know, Marty, but they better play nice here. They better figure it out, because these cars are coming up behind in a quick hurry here. That's 16. No room for the slider. He's going to have to run him up the racetrack, but Barber playing nice right now.
Barber waiting until the right time to maybe get aggressive. Final transfer spot up for grabs here with 7 laps to go. Barber on the bottom. Arnold up on the top shelf. Brett Weslowski just trying to run away with it from the 2 drivers racing for the final spot in the show. For the back end of Weslowski.
And if you're Barber, you're going to do everything you can to work underneath of that 3. Try to force the 157 to maybe push it 3 wide. Do something he doesn't want to do. Try to make him make a mistake here. 5 to go.
Top 2, Kulthal and Talbot have run away. Seems like they may be in a comfortable spot where they'll make the show.
Caution.
Yep, Brett Graham, 76. He's towed it to the pits. And this one, far from over.
Just had some damage on the left front and came to a stop on the backstretch here, so that's a tough break. But I'll tell you what, and it's crazy that I kind of counted him out. This puts that 39 of Brewer right back in this, Marty. He's P9, P10, I believe. This reset, remember, he got sent to the back of the field after getting turned about 10 laps ago, so that 39 is moving.
There was contact with Sam Bachman that damaged his race car. Was able to get things back going, but was just trying to limp the car all the way back. But yes, Brewer in the 10th spot, but he's starting to run out of time. About 5 laps to go when we come back to the green flag.
I wish I could tell you with confidence, Marty, that I thought we were done having caution flags, but I don't know yet.
Single file restart for the rest of this one. Coulthard over Talbot, Wieslowski, and Arnold. Green flag back out. 4 laps of race to go.
Picture perfect start for those top 3. They all kind of wind away. I mean, the battle for 4th's still on, but car in the wall.
Justin Towers very hard. Brett Graham in the pits, but Molyneux, we're hearing, was also involved. Get a replay on what happened with Towers and Molyneux racing near the back. Ooh. Towers was first trying to avoid Tristan Lattisewer. Ooh, oh my goodness. Very heavy crash for Towers. He got turned inside and no brakes. He was just basically getting bullied around in the back. Look at this. Very hard crash. Right front wheel gone. Now let's watch what happened with Molyneux. Now this, I believe, was what caused the yellow flag here.
Honestly, Marty, I think it unrelated. He kind of runs over the 8 of Thompson's right rear, I believe.
So we are set for the restart. No, this is not the white flag. We'll have, I believe, a green-white checkered coming back to the restart. Coulthard, Talbot, Wieslowski, Arnold, the 4 drivers currently in the show. Should be 1 lap to green this time by. What are you thinking here? Is it going to be Matty Arnold or Matt Barber here, Zach?
You know, I mean, if it's going to be Matt Barber, let's be honest, he's got to play the game here a little bit. I mean, it was a rough restart for 4th on back. So maybe if you're Matty here, you know, you try to guess it. You try to go a little early, maybe time a run on the inside or outside, whatever's there. But you've got to force something here. It's not going to be given to you. Matty's got to go for it. But that being said, I do think the 16 is going to get it.
Coulthard brings the field back to the green flag. Here we go. 2 laps to go. Oh, Barber was trying to make a run underneath. Jeff Sharp had the door slammed right in front of him, and same for Mike Brewer at the same time. Arnold opens up some real estate on Brian Dickens and Matt Barber for the final spot in. A white flag flies. Final lap underway. Ryan Coulthard, one of the fastest drivers in practice, did not get a top 10 spot off of a last lap pass. Peyton Talbot closing in, not going to work. Checkers wave. Coulthard the winner in the B main in the last chance showdown. 1/4 of a second on Peyton Talbot, Wieslowski, and Arnold. The top 4 all in the show tonight.
And I should mention, Marty, obviously it would take a hope and a prayer here, but 5th and 6th, they do get the invite. You know,
Absolutely.
maybe 1, 2 guys can't show up. So they're grasping at straws, but they stand a chance.
Get the results here popped up on your screen, and we'll see who we can We can talk to some drivers. If not, we'll talk with them after the break. Coulthal, the winner. Top 4 are in the show. And yes, like Zach mentioned, Matt Barber and Brian Dickens are alternates in the field in case anyone cannot make it into the show. That you see the fireworks go up in the background. Fireworks after a beaming. That's not something after a last gen showdown, something you don't see often. But the first non-qualifier award will get a 358 modified membership, thanks to our friends at Regal Promotions eSports. So with that, let me see if we got anybody in the Discord. If not, we will head to a break.
They probably have the Williams Grove scenery on, Marty. They'll use any excuse to set some fireworks off up there.
Absolutely. So, meantime, I guess we'll step aside and take a break here. When we come back, we'll see if we talk to some drivers. We'll get the highlights as well from Night 2 popped up, and get ready to go for the championship feature. So, stay with us on DIRTcar eSports.
It's showtime!
5 laps to go at Attica Raceway Park.
Bobby Pierce leads the opening lap in 32. Into turn number 3 on a
You wanted the best. You got it. What's a tempo on it?
Ladies and gentlemen, here come the late model.
Here's Sheldon to the inside. Slides on.
It's all new and it's the greatest store on dirt. All the world of outlaws and dirt car racing apparel and licensed merchandise under one roof. Visit online today for everything from shirts to hoodies, hats to collectibles. The greatest store on DIRT.com.
World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24 is available now.
Horsepower, built on dirt. This is the world of outlaws.
Let's rock and roll with the world of outlaws.
Coming to Smoky Mountain Speedway on March 14th. Hear it, feel it, live it. Raw horsepower, built on dirt. This is the world of outlaws.
Let's rock and roll with the world of outlaws.
Coming to Volunteer Speedway on March 13th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
Motorsports isn't complicated. It's made up of races where you go as fast as you can, as best as you can, as sideways as you can, and whatever this is. Our team, Toyota Gazoo Racing. We make some seriously fast cars, like this one and this one, definitely this one. And they all have great drivers, ones that win, like win a lot. Look at all these legends. The hottest drivers right now are him, her, and this guy. They're all part of a big, happy family of speed demons. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Raw horsepower, built on dirt. This is the world of outlaws.
The greatest show on dirt.
Coming to Kennedale Speedway Park March 13th and 14th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
Getting set to go here as we'll welcome you back here inside our broadcast booth. Marty Sakala alongside Zach Chapman. You see the other three drivers getting set to go. They got in-car cameras here with us this evening, but I'm going to adjust that a little bit, bringing our buddy Dean Reynolds, one of the fearless leaders of DIRTcar eSports. And Dino, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is your first feature since the return of eSports, correct?
It is. I missed the preliminary feature deal by 1 spot and preliminary with the sprints by 2 spots. So I didn't even make it into the preliminary features, much less the final feature.
Well, I mean, it's got to feel good at least to know you had a top 10 race car last night and you got some speed under your hot rod.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of us got to thank William Watson because he went out there in the time trial run, and I just actually got onto the track, and I was going to go bottom because I watched the broadcast from the night before, and that seemed to be the lane. And then all of a sudden, William said, "No, slider," because he timed third fastest doing that. So I said, "Okay, I'm going to go slider." I still didn't have a great time, but at least middle of the field. And then I got lucky in that first heat, being the outside row was a little bit faster, and that's how I got in.
Are we sure with what we saw Monday night it wasn't his wife giving him the advice to get the guy?
Well, you heard what Candace said to him. William, shut up. I'm doing this. But no, it's it's a feast or famine with the FTM, as you can see. There's 5 of us that are happy because we made it, and then there's, I think 4 of us that had a little rough time there in that consolation. But it's part of iRacing.
Absolutely. Well, Dean, before we let you go, obviously there's a lot of big things happening around Super Dirt Car Series this weekend. Obviously, Motorsports Expo up in Syracuse, but a couple weeks away from your first points race of the year.
Yes, we're going to go down to Georgetown for the Delaware Diamond 50, $7,500 to win. We're paying like $37,000 total in the purse, $600 to start, and we got 18 tour regulars signed on this year, and there's about 4 or 5 that are going to run the first couple of shows and see where they are in points, and if they are doing good, they'll sign on, which they can. But we're expecting almost 40 cars for that race, so
awesome.
I talked to Chad Cathell today, and they're putting in all the improvements. They got all the light poles in, all the new LED lighting in, and put in new scales. They're getting ready to pave part of the pit area, and they're putting in over $800,000 in improvements down there, and we're excited to be part of it.
That's awesome to hear. Well, who do we give shout-outs to before we let you go?
Well, to you and Shaggy, and for people that don't know Shaggy, it's Zach Chapman and Marty Sakala. Thank you guys for doing the broadcast. It's so cool to have you aboard DIRTcar, and you're bringing a lot of excitement to the broadcast. Andrew Regal for really putting all this together. A lot of people thank me, but I'm unfortunately, when I make a race, I can't help out. So I go, you guys are on your own for this feature. So, but Andrew's really the guy that's been spearheading a lot of this, and I got to thank him. Teddy York for volunteering to be an admin. He gives up a couple of leagues during the night to come on in and admin. He does it for no money either. So we got to thank Teddy and thank everybody down at the office for putting this together and and allow us to spend the money and have a purse that we do to reward iRacers. And thank you to all the iRacers against 60 cars strong. And we're going to come back in 3 more months and do pro late models and at Eldora, I believe it is, and we're going to do it again. So we just want to thank everyone for the support because we're really enjoying having iRacing back, having the esports back. We haven't done it in a couple of years, and we're just glad we're back into it. And then I got to wish my brethren, all the FTM mates, luck tonight, and congratulations to whoever's going to win tonight.
You heard it from Dino himself. Alrighty, man. Appreciate the time. All the best of luck in a little bit.
All right, guys. If I wind up talking to you later, the horseshoe fell on everyone else's head.
There you go. That's Dean Reynolds getting set to go. We love Dino. We're excited to see how he does this evening. Let's see here. We got our last chance showdown winner in here. Let's bring in Ryan Coulthal. Now he doesn't have his camera on, so we'll pop up a little text disclaimer here. But Zach, you've got him. I'll let you take this one.
Well, Ryan, 50 laps, man. That is a lot of time to play, and we know you're no stranger out here on the dirt. What can we do, man? Can we realistically shop for a podium here tonight, or, is it kind of whatever falls your way?
It's pretty much whatever falls my way, honestly. Starting this far back, don't really know how the track's going to be. Hopefully it's racy. Maybe I can make up a few spots and just go from there. It's just hard to predict what's going to happen. So maybe we can avoid some wrecks and just try to pick them off one by one and hopefully be there at the end.
Now, you mentioned, starting in the back, you kind of got to pick up what falls to you here. But at the same time, I talked last night at the end of the broadcast where I expect guys to maybe, if there's a little sliver of hope, to shoot for it. Do you have to take that strategy? I mean, you got to be aggressive, right? If you want to go up there and win $500.
Oh, 100%. Aggressive is the main key. It's you want to be aggressive, but you want to be patient at the same time. You just got to. A lot of these guys in here are not going to make mistakes, so it's just a key of you got to push. If you have to, you might have to use the right front or rub rails a little bit just to knock them out of the groove a little bit and use that to your advantage. But I shot myself in the foot with this one. Qualifying on the pole and prelim number 1 on Tuesday night, and then in the heat race just hitting the inside wall. Totally on me. I put myself in this spot, so now I got to dig myself out of this hole.
Ryan, let me follow up on that actually real quick. Volusia and what we've seen with the 358, it seemed like that it's been really a racetrack so far of obviously momentum with this car. But with the long run coming up and, a lot more time to complete here in this feature, do you feel like you've got a car that's capable possibly of going from the back to the front, or is just the dirty air with the modifieds? Can it just be a little bit tough?
Oh, no, I think for sure that we definitely have a car that's capable of winning. It's just starting that deep. But we saw Damian do it at Charlotte in the big blocks, and hopefully I can just try to pick them off one by one. It was kind of hard in my prelim starting wherever I started. I forget. I think like maybe 16th or so. I got up to the top 10 fairly quick, but I just had 2 cars in front of me side by side the whole race, and I didn't want to be overly aggressive and bump them out of the way, and and then I was going to expect it back, and basically kill myself out of that spot. But I ended up being patient, and I got moved out of the way for the spot. So sometimes it's just part of it. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. We'll see what happens after 50, but I know we definitely have a car that's capable of winning. We just got to put a right foot down and see what happens.
Zach, you got anything else before we let Ryan go?
No, I mean, I see the rooms opened up. Have you gotten in there? Are you going to beat up the racetrack at all? I mean, I'm sure you want this thing to look like glass, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, part of me does, but I kind of want like a two groove racetrack right now. Hopefully it doesn't get burnt up that bad to the point where we can run the bottom and the top and be somewhat even. But like I said, we'll all see what happens, and the ball's in my court. So let's see if I can make up a few spots and maybe give ourselves a nice payday from the back.
Ryan, who do you want to give a shout out to?
I just got to give a shout out to you guys for broadcasting this. Dean, oh my God, sorry,
Andrew Regal, I'll help you out.
Yeah, I forgot his name for a second. I knew it started with an A, but Andrew Regal for putting this whole thing on, all the admins for doing what they're doing, and everybody for coming out here and racing. It's cool to race against Scaliper drivers, and that's what we can do. Thank you guys.
Alrighty, there goes Ryan Coulthell. All the best of luck tonight, man, alright?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Alrighty, there goes Ryan. We got him back in the waiting room. We'll also bring in, while we are at it here, as, by the way, we are in the session. We'll put it here to the live feed so everyone else can watch here at home. Let's bring in Mr. Devin Hauer himself here and get the highlight button here and get him loaded up here with the driver cams. Devin, Marty, and Shaggy, got us?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. All right, give us one moment here. We're just going to update something real quick. There we go. We got you now. Now looking much better. All right, Devin.
Yeah.
Coming off of a heck of a Tuesday night, to say the least. It wasn't easy beating Ryan there for that final transfer spot in the feature.
No, it was not, but I tried to roll around the best I could and keep it off of, it was all pretty close with all 4 of us right there with the 2 guys in front of him, and it was pretty much a waiting game, towards the end. Before that caution on lap 25, it got pretty hairy. We were starting to catch them more and more, and they were starting to widen out a little bit farther up the track, and I knew at some point something was going to happen, whether them 2 guys got together and me and Ryan snuck by or whatnot. But yeah, I tried to wait around and I'm glad I got it under there.
Zach, I don't know if you're watching the live feed now, but look how focused this guy is still. He's able to talk with us even while putting together some fast laps at the moment.
I know, and his beard is so much cleaner than mine. That's what.
That is true. That is
about
true.
the
I
most.
was going to lie on that. I'm not going to lie on that. That is true.
Yeah,
I gotta
he's
take
got
good
the
care of
cop
it, you know what I
shades
mean?
on. I mean, look at that. I can almost see myself in his sunglasses, I feel like.
Well, I seen Dino had his glasses on, and I was like, oh wait, Marty and Shaggy's got glasses on. Let me put my clear lens on. And then I was like, oh wait, my shades are over here. So I was like, yeah, let's just throw them on and go back on the camera.
It is sunny out on virtual Volusia right now, so it's not a bad idea. So, all right, Dad, you got a question for Mr. Howard?
Well, you know, obviously, it's these small blocks. You know better than I do, man. Momentum. You got to keep them rolling. How do you take it easy, though? How do you flirt the line, man? You got a lot of teammates in here. How do you race those guys tonight?
I don't know. I'm the only one starting furthest back. You know, all of them are, 10th, 12th, 14th, and 16th or something like that. And I'm the lone wolf down on the bottom. At 50 laps, I'm going to hope I can, roll around the bottom the best I can. I know at some point, depending on track state, it's definitely going to go to the top to keep our momentum up. But depending how much juice we got in the track, I think the bottom to middle is going to be pretty fast. So
one more thing here, Marty, before I pass him off. Have you heard from Andrew, Devin? Are you guys limited on track time, or are you going to run it up until go time?
I have not heard.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you guys for this.
Alrighty, Devin, who do you want to give shout-outs to before we let you go?
Hey, definitely all my guys over at Full Throttle Motorsports. Every one of them guys that came out and played with us, Tuesday, Wednesday, and also tonight, and the ones that was in the last chance showdown and unfortunately didn't make it. But yeah, all them guys, Drury Designs, DJ Sim Shop, Dupro Performance, Dino at Super DIRTcar, and you guys definitely for the broadcast and this whole event. I really appreciate it.
All right, Devin. Appreciate you spending a couple minutes with us. Best of luck tonight, all right?
Thank you.
All right, Devin Howard getting set to go. What a great onboard. Something very unique on the DIRTcar eSports channel. So, hey, while we are at it, while warm-ups are happening, let's step aside here real quick. Not going to go to break, but we got the Night 2 highlights, last night's highlights. We're going to show you right now in case you missed anything from last night. Here you go. Stand by on DIRTcar eSports. As we say, where else would you rather be than right here, right now, Night 2 of the Spring Break 50. It is showtime in Barberville. Dylan Yeager with a good start over Caleb Durgan for right now. Durgan fighting back at that number 17. They try to get side by side off of turn number 4. Yeager leads lap number 1. Damian Ward moves up a spot in the 3rd position. Watson drops down to 4th. Nick Brundage, that's the top 5 at the moment. Here comes Yeager fighting back on the outside, trying to hang on to the lead. Great battle early here, Zach, to rip the lip. Here goes the race for the lead. Damian Ward, slide job by the 32. Yeager counters it back, 5 laps completed, still Yeager over Ward.
Man, and that just shows how bad Damian wants it. I mean, we're only 4 laps into this thing, now on lap 5. I mean, he is pushing it here, but we saw what happened last night, Marty. Long green flag runs. I mean, he wants to get that lead. Why not? We look back up the road. You mentioned Trevor Giroux. Look at him on the bottom 3 wide one more time.
Yeah, he's now currently outside of a transfer spot. Chance Carr trying to take advantage of some things and take away some spots here from Giroux and Dickens and maybe even Billy Roberts at the same time. Final spot, Ryan Dickens taking off for right now with that 122. Look at this hornet's nest in the center of 1 and 2.
And then I was going to say, hey, you got to wonder if Ward may be just okay, content with second, wanting to make the show. But, man, making me eat my words. Same thing happened last night, Marty. Ward's just waiting for that 48 to make a mistake. And I hate to break it to him. I don't know if Dylan's going to make any.
Got a race for 9th here at the same time. Some transfer spots. Look at this, all this contact nearly around. Dylan D. Ward from 15th up to 10th. Halfway home.
And you said it, that is the final transfer spot. Need to get in that top 10 if you want to make it straight to the A main. Right now, Dylan doing that. In fact, he's looking for a little bit more. Move him up to P9. Is he going to? Oh, he parked it on him, Marty. Car battle here. We still got 10 laps to go.
Oh, Charles Dickinson goes around along with the 82 of Dalton DeWart. Dickinson was in a transfer spot at the time. First caution flag flies with 10 laps to go.
Let's go. Actually, that one's a lot better there. Yeah, Billy. Just, him and Ty make contact, but they're nowhere for Ty to go. He's almost dang near up against the wall, and then he bounces off the wall, the 82. He thinks he's going to make it.
Yeager, Ward, Durgan, the top three, back to green, and immediately Yeager checks out the hotel with 9 laps to go. Here's a run by Durgan looking for second, and same with Brundage wanting fourth on William Watson.
And I think Williams going to be okay with that. Before we had the caution, he loves that outside. You see him up there tippy-toeing. He'll leave the bottom open.
2 laps remaining. Damian Ward, if he's got anything, he's got to go get it from Dylan Yeager. A chance in the front row on the line. So beating it big between Watson and Brundage for fourth. Here they come off the corner. Doctor's jackets in the air. 1 lap to go for Dylan Yeager in the Majula Seed Speed Shop. Number 48. He finished second in the Digital Dash Championship. To Caleb Durgan running third. Down the back chute. Damian Ward, one final shot. He pulls into the spoiler. Center deep through 3 and 4. Does he have the hole? No, he doesn't. Checkers wave. Dylan Yeager, the winner of night 2 of the Spring Break 50. And a fun fact. Look who are the top 2 in the warm-up session right now, Zach. Our drivers out of race 2. Dylan Yeager and Damian Ward, they could seem like they are the drivers to be here tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, not to make them sound cocky, Marty, but the interviews from last night, I think they'd agree with you. They're almost sizing each other up. I mean, the way Ward talked about that thing, almost like a coulda, woulda, shoulda deal. We'll have to see. He's got 50 laps to do it, and he's got a lot better starting spot tonight.
Well, let's not forget either who is on pole position. He's got a very fast hot rod. Number 2 of Ryan Gufmanis was very fast back at Charlotte. Then he had the issues during the 50-lap feature with iRacing. Tonight, it's redemption night for the O2 potentially.
Yeah, and let's be real, man. The driver out of Weedsport, New York, he's got a lot to prove. He told us Monday, I believe, he joined the new setup shop there, Premier Racing Setups.
Yep.
So, I mean, he wants to go out here. He wants to flex for the team. So, I mean, good on Ryan. He did the easy part. Now he's got 50 laps. Got to go do the hard part.
Absolutely. A couple of other drivers we'll talk about here in the field as well. Drivers that are 3rd and 4th. They're both in the pits as of right now. Mike Augustine and Chance Carr. Augustine just took his car back in the imaginary garage. But here's looking at Chance Carr in 4th. Both of them were very fast as well in night 1. I believe Carr ran last night, if I recall correctly.
So, Marty, and not to jump subjects here, but I just noticed this, and I would have told you had I known earlier. I have no idea what the driver we're missing. I haven't done that research. But look, Matt Barber is one of the 24 drivers, so that extra transfer spot meant something here for the 16, Marty.
Absolutely. Guess what? Matty Arnold is in. Yeah, you're right. Matt Barber currently practicing as of right now. I'm not too sure who we're missing out of the field, but regardless of that, warm-ups are complete. We're ready to go racing. 50 laps, $500 to win this evening. Let's meet the field and give you tonight's starting lineup. On the pole, Ryan Gufmanis in car number 2 to the outside. In the number 48, it's Dylan Yeager. Row 2, Mike Augustine in the 119 to the outside. It's Damian Ward in the 32. Row 3, Joey Lindgren in the number 99 to the outside. Caleb Durgan in the 17. Row 4, Braden Carter in the 5. And Nick Brundage in the 916. Rounding out your top 10, it's Ben Jolly in the number 19. And William Watson in the 23.
Row 6, the 27 of Michael Swank to the inside, the 51 of Clay Christopherson upstairs. Row 7, the 13 of Aiden Hervey down low to the top shelf, the 20 of Dylan DeWert. Row 8 to the inside, the 85 of Tyler Shell to the top shelf, the 79 of Dean Reynolds. Row 9, to the inside, the 29 of Cameron Weingart to the top shelf, the 2 of Chance Carr. In row 10, The inside, the 316 of Devin Howard to the top shelf, the 99 of Billy Roberts.
And then here are the drivers that made it out of the B main. Ryan Coulthau in 21st, Peyton Talbot starting in 22nd, Matty Arnold from 23rd, and Matt Barber round out the field this evening. Alrighty. We are just about ready to go here for 50 laps, $500 to win. And they are just about ready to go. They have formed up 4 wide. We are set for a sight for sore eyes. The stars of DIRTcar eSports, 4 wide for you. Thanking you for joining us this evening. In return, get up off your seat, get up on your feet, make some noise, take some pics, because this is a Kodak moment. Volusia Speedway Park. They're the 358 modifieds before they start to slip and slide out of turn number 4. This is DIRTcar eSports. This is the Spring Break 50.
So I can confirm too, Marty, I don't know what the reasoning was, but Weslowski, our third place finisher in the B main, was a no-show.
Interesting. Well, not too sure why, but Matt Barber taking advantage of it. But you gotta love that 4 wide salute at the same time as the field makes their way off for turn number 4. Should be the white flag and 1 lap to the green. Let us know your picks in the chat. Over 100 viewers checking in live the DIRTcar Racing YouTube page.
You know, a lot of these boys, Marty, they run stuff in real life or they work with series. I mean, that 4 wide, that's got to get the blood going.
Always
that's
does.
got to get them excited.
Absolutely. Very quickly, your pick to win.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to go oddball here. You're not going to believe this one, I don't think. William Watson starting outside of row 5.
All right, give me that 48 of Dylan Yeager, keeping the streak alive for night 2 winners. Field makes their way through turns number 3 and 4. Does the pace truck make it split? Yes, it does. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? It's the Spring Break 50. It's time to get it on. Guffmanis, a great start, makes his way off at turn number 4, leads the opening lap. Mike Augustine moves up to second. Dylan Yeager drops to third. 3 wide for the bottom step of the podium with Damian Ward caught up in the middle off the corner. Remember, keep an eye on that 99 car as well. Joey Lindgren was very fast. Second place most of the night in night number 1. Fell back outside, trouble with the back. Oh, it's Tyler Schell, Matty Arnold, and Aiden Harvey. First caution flag flies. Hearing Chance Carr was also involved in this one. This was one of the faster drivers in the field this evening, Zach. And Schell, who started back in the 15th spot, already wiped out early.
Yeah, Aiden Harvey, you're going to want to watch this, Marty. I mean, he nails the pit road entrance, and they just stack up.
Oh, yep, he caught the Tory tire there. Right on board here with Harvey. A little bit too low exiting turn 4. Dean Reynolds involved as well. He kept the car straight. Chance Carr, you saw, caught a piece of it. Matt Barber, you see, trying to avoid the wreckage. Right on board here with Chance.
And coming out of turn 4 throughout the race, guys are only going to want to go lower. So
Absolutely.
That may not be the last time we see that.
And I mean, when the top 5 have a chance at money on the line here possibly, you're going to want to get aggressive.
Yeah, and let's be honest. I mean, pretty big step up from, first to second here, going from 500 to 250. So, I'd wreck my mom for that, I think, Marty.
Correction, by the way, actually the entire field trying to get some payouts here on the line. All right, first caution flies here, lap number 3. Lights are off. The iRacing pace truck set to come back to the green flag. Guffmanis is the leader, and I believe instead they're going to go single file here on this restart. Yes, that is the case. A single file restart here. Guffmanis to command the field. We're back to green. Here's a run by Ward underneath on Yeager for the bottom step of the podium. Can he grab it? The number 48, the two drivers that were battling for the win last night, two. Nice slider from Ward. There's some contact by Dylan Yeager and nearly paid the price. There was the 32. Yeager edges out Ward to the line.
Ward thought he was going to throw it in there deep. He gave him plenty of room, went way up the hill, and now it's Yeager back to P3 for the moment. It's all about this run off of turn 4, Marty, and it's just not there yet for the high side.
Gonna take a ride on board here with Damian Ward. Don't know if you can see him, but you can see the wheel. A little bit of tape there on the center.
Oh, right. Battle for the lead.
There you see it. Augustine challenging Guffmanis for the top spot at the line. I think it was the 2 by a hair.
Man, Ryan not giving him a lot of room there. He wedged him down going into the corner, and the 19 going to play nice. It's early. I don't know if Mike going to play that nice. Oh, never mind. Gets the elbows out. Here we go. He said, I'll let you do it once. You ain't going to do it twice.
Augustine not afraid to get down and dirty. A new race leader, the 119 of Mike Augustine. Out in front, he finished second to Guffmanis in a last lap pass over the 99 last night. Looks to be on Tuesday night. Ward clear of Yeager for third, and don't forget to keep an eye on Caleb Durgan, the Digital Dash 2.0 winner a couple weeks ago. He's currently running fifth and nearly forces it 4 wide at the same time, Zach. Oh, we got trouble in the back. Meanwhile, one car caught the one. It was the 916 of Brundage. He loses a landslide of spots. Able to hang on to it, though, but look at this. Guffmanis in trouble for second for the back end of the number 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, he wants us to yell a little bit louder. He's wondering why the caution flag hasn't flew. I think he needs a reset. I mean, he is stuck in the snake pit right now. They are right behind him.
Damian Ward lets him know he's there. Guffmanis able to clear both the 48 and the 32, but watch out closely for Caleb Durgan. Very good on the low side. You could see it in his heat race he had last night, but he's caught up by the 48, though, at the same time of Yeager. 5 cars make it 6 all under a blanket. It's a 6-pack for the race lead off for 2, Zach.
Yeah, and you know, it's not cold either. It's piping hot out there right now. Nobody's going to want to drink none of that, except maybe Guffmanis, but he got the door slammed shut in his face. Now he's looking to the bottom here. Does he send it? No, parks it on the bottom. We got a side-by-side for the lead, and Ward reeling them both in.
But does he remember what happened with the contact between him and Augustine? Because race car drivers have larger memories than elephants do. Oh, more contact, and Damian Ward, though, pays the price. He was just an innocent bystander and just wrapped over the wheel.
And he's going to have to make the red go away. He's got to clear the mind. Ward has a quick race car, but he's got to calm down. Got to let him come back to him, and as hard as they're racing in front, they will.
That spreads the field out. Single file his work. Lap number 15, Augustine. First time he has led in a feature all week long. You saw Guffmanis kiss the wall for just a moment going into turn number 3. Luckily enough, he's able to hang on to it. But Mike trying to run away with the gap over 3/10 of a second. Let's watch another battle here going into turn number 1. It's Michael Swank, Braden Carter. This is for 8th on the line here, Zach.
And Braden, he's always going to work. And you see him sending it in deep here, but the 27, I mean, this is all about a counter from Swank. He knew that was coming. I mean, that's textbook. Great job by the 27. And while he's able to hold onto the spot, Marty, they're letting Ben Jolly pull away. I mean, that 19 way up the road.
Take a ride on board here with Ben. So he has an actual racing seat. Love it.
I don't know if I'd fit in that, Marty.
You can see how full throttle he is into turn number 3, even with the slick racetrack. 106 miles an hour before being forced to left.
Caleb Durgan shopping here for the bottom step. He took a peek underneath the 48, but oh, He drove it in there deep. I thought he was going to give him a little kiss there on the left rear, but he's playing nice for now.
Yeager playing some defense at the moment while trying to find out how he gets second. Up the hill, though, goes the number 48. Durgan a chance to pounce. Big slide job, they touch. Oh boy, I don't know how Yeager did not catch the wall. That's beautiful car control, but he loses insurance down to 6th.
And Dylan's not going to be happy about that one. You know, I don't know if he runs triples, what he sees. If he saw him coming, I mean, that's the time we live in. Slide or die. You almost got to live to race another day there. You never want to, though, with all this money on the line.
But now Ben Jolly's pouncing on both of them. We got trouble in the back. Nick Brundage is stopped in turn number 3. No caution at the moment. And the caution flag waves as the leaders go past. Second yellow of this feature, ending a long green flag run as we're on lap 22. Here's a look at what happened to Brundage. In the back of the field, racing Howard for a position. They just simply touched there, and 2 big licks as well. One for the wall, then had an assist there from Dino at the same time, but that was just a racing deal. There was nothing Dean could do.
No, yeah, and I mean, Nick trying to get all of it he can, and at the same time, you know, Devin in the 316, that's no man's land up there. You don't expect the guy to show up on your right side that late on corner exit, and I mean, you know, that can happen. You're racing, you're just trying to be as aggressive as you can. 2 guys tango in the same spot.
And that's basically a blind spot as well for Hauer at the same time if he's using a virtual mirror. So how does this make things interesting now for the front of the field here? They were spread out during that long run after some contact. I mean, Ben Jolly now could have a chance to pounce possibly. Here's a driver. Here's a guy that started back in the 9th position, currently running in 7th.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep an eye out on that 19 and also that car ahead of him on the inside row, that 32. I mean, he's going to be angry after that contact, and honestly, Ben might be in the catbird seat here. I mean, if Damian overdrives this thing, gets too aggressive, he'll be right there to pounce.
Another look at Damian. Here's the rest of the field with the onboards here besides you and I. We got Bart with an onboard this evening, and the same goes for Dean Reynolds, Ben Jolly, Damian Ward, and Devin Hauer. But set to come back to the green flag here. Not a halfway. I believe we're going to be working lap number 23. We get this restart. Augustine fires. We're back to green. Here's a run from Durgan for second on Gafmanis. Can he take it away is the question.
I mean, they leaned on each other down that whole front stretch. What a restart by those guys. Durgan.
Oh! He did it again. Put Gafmanis wide. 4 wide off in turn 4. Gafmanis forced to left. More contact between Ward and Dylan Yeager. And out of the group, 5 wide as well. Oh my goodness. Lindgren pays the price, but he keeps it straight. 4 wide again near the front.
Yeah, 4 wide for 4th there. Braden Carter on the bottom, sticking his nose where it probably shouldn't have went, but somehow they made it work. But now Braden's slipping up here. He's going to lose out.
I don't know how. Everyone was able to hang on to it. But whoa, Nelly, hang on. 4 wide again in the background.
Oh, my God. Look at Ryan Coulthal. He is up in the mix-up 13 spots, Marty. Where did he come from? He won the B-Main.
He pulled a Babe Ruth and picked his spot. He is charging to the front of the field. And he gets 7th in the line from Braden Carter. That he did. Now he's trying to thread the needle on board with the 35.
Oh, talk about digging. I mean, what kind of shovel does he have? He said he'd need to bring one. I need to get me 1, maybe 2 of those.
Meanwhile, out in front, early in the second half of this one, Augustine still lead, but look at Caleb Durgan. May have the best car in this long run at the moment. They have both pulled away from 3rd place. Dylan Yeager, this could get interesting. Trouble with the back. Carter, 5 wide once again. Oh boy, hang on everybody. This ain't gonna end well for somebody. Get it. Oh, it's gonna end for Payne Talbot. 360 keeps it straight. Caution flag does not wave. Talbot now comes to a stop that should bring the yellow flag out. Coolthal up to 4th, Zach.
I mean, you talk about, I don't know, Dino talked about the horseshoe. Coolthal hit his somewhere. Unbelievable. I mean, he made it through that. That whole stack up started with contact between the 48 and the 2 of Goffmanis. And I mean, from there, it's a big stack up, and that 35 somehow missiled right through it, and he's looking for another one.
Oh, big slider, Coolthal. My goodness. Goffmanis just getting bullied here ever since this restart. In jeopardy of losing 3rd spot. Meanwhile, in the back, they're still beating Nerf bars off at turn number 4. But all eyes on the bottom step of the podium here. Goffmanis, Coolthal, Jolly, Weingar, Jaeger all battling for a position. Let's go back on board here with Jolly.
You know, at the same time, they're racing hard, but they're begging for a caution flag. Those front 2 are gone. They're going to need help here to run those guys down. 17 laps, not enough time.
And look at the background as well at the same time. Let's focus on this. Caleb Durgan has caught Mike Augustine for the race lead. A car length separates them into turn number 3. Keep an eye on this very closely, Zach, as we're coming to 16 to go in the Spring Break 50.
I don't know how much of that right side that 17's got left, but if there is any, he's going to use it here. We're running out of time.
The other question is, and we've rarely talked about this in the 50-lap features that we've had, Zach. You're right on board with Durgan and even Augustine. They're catching up on some lap traffic. We could see that in a little bit. That's Peyton Talbot, who spun out moments ago but did not bring the caution out. Here goes Durgan for the race lead. Tries the slide job off in turn 4. Augustine hangs on with 14 to go.
Man, they are racing hard up towards the front. Now you see Durgan. He's got to try something different. You see him go to that outside through 1 and 2, but just such a long way around going down the backstretch that it's not really there. But he is better through 3 and 4. He's got to time it. And I think the 19 knows that, Marty. That's why he's running that short slider, not leaving that bottom open on corner entry.
Keeping that right rear as well, hugged to the cushion in 1 and 2. And there you see it there, the short slider through 3 and 4. Helping out Augustine for right now. What happens in 1 and 2? Another short slider. Augustine goes up the hill. Is this a chance for Durgan to pounce on corner exit? We'll have to see. Some sparks fly off the 119. Durgan is there. They drag race through 3 and 4 for the race lead. Up the hill goes the 17. Augustine stays put. 11 laps to go.
I didn't see that one playing out like that. I thought he was going to send it in there after what we've been seeing, but I guess he feels like 11 laps to go, still plenty of time. But we should mention, Marty, don't go back there, but Coolthal did clear for 3rd, and Weingar also got around Goffmanis for P4. Those guys really need some yellow laundry.
2 of 3 drivers up at least 10 spots. Coolthal, the biggest mover, up 18. Weingar up 13. Chance Carr is up 10. 9 laps to go, though, at the line here at the world's fastest half mile. Augustine or Durgan, who do you got in the chat? Nice run off for turn 2 by the 17. He's got it there and sets up the over-under in a 3. Does he go for the slide job here? Yes, he does. Contact with Augustine. They all save and have to hang on. Durgan to the point with 8 laps to go.
He might not get a lot of letters in the mail for Christmas this year, his birthday, Marty, but he may
Oh, big crash, though.
Caution flag.
Caution flag waves. Braden Carter around. William Watson, Devin Hauer. Bunch of drivers that were all running near the top 5, top 10. We have got a lot to unpack, though, out of this one. Caution flag comes out at the perfect time for Durgan. Not the time that Mike Augustine wanted the silk to wave. Here's a look. First off, the pass for the lead. And there's been a lot of contact in those sliders by Durgan, I would have to say.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice way to say it, Marty. He's definitely had to use the elbows, but, I mean, we say it's all about momentum, and you don't want to lose yours, and we're seeing that with the guys on the outside because, let's be honest, yeah, he is making some contact, but that guy up top, he's got a choice. You know, he can hit the binders, try to cut underneath, and I mean, it's so tough to do it with this kind of person on the line.
Not afraid to show some muscle. You saw the accident that broke out. Watch Carter again from another angle. Catches the 27 car. That's Michael Swank again. This was just outside the top 10, and everybody tries to scatter. You see Watson, Shell also involved. Carter catches the worst of it. Power involved as well. Take a ride on board with him. The driver cam is live. Just got squeezed in with nowhere to go, Zach.
Yeah, that was another one almost exactly like we saw there. Well, Braden kind of got trapped on the outside like we saw the incident. I can't remember who tried to go around the 316 on the outside coming out of 2, but it's virtually the same thing. I mean, Swank had no idea that Carter was going to be up there, and then you see when they stack up on the front stretch and we're 4 wide, there is nowhere to go.
In the witching hour, this one, Augustine trying to play some games here, possibly in time this restart. Couldn't get things going, though. 7 laps of racing to go. And, hey, Augustine trying to time it. That's just a part of iRacing here. But Durgan hanging on for right now. But watch out, Ryan Coulthal. Trying to go top shelf for Mama Hides the cookies for the runner-up spot. Augustine nearly gets to the back of Durgan. Coulthal nearly runs out of real estate. Coulthal up to second spot with 6 to go. Big slider, Augustine. I think Coulthal was forced to left near contact in the back with Weigar.
But that's why Coulthal held on to 3rd. Now, see, we haven't seen anybody else want to do that. Hit the binders, live to race another day. He did. He hangs on to the podium.
Big battle for 3rd. Guffmanis racing Weigar. Guffmanis driving into 1 and 2 deep. Picking the 4th spot. In the wall goes Augustine. Coulthal now up to the 2nd spot. He has got 4 laps to try and win an A main in addition to a B main tonight. But Augustine fighting back off for turn number 2. 3 wide off the corner. Meanwhile, Yeager trying to gain some extra spots. Same with Ben Jolly. Meanwhile, 3 laps to go for Durgan for being a 2-time eSports winner in the past couple of weeks.
He just needs this thing to stay green. But, I mean, you had mentioned these guys behind Marty. They're racing so hard. We're 2-3 wide. I don't know if we can make it.
Oh, boy. 3 by 3 off at turn number 4. Please don't let anyone make a mistake with 1 mile of racing remaining. Jolly leaning on the 29 of Weigar. Nearly goes up into the flip pit. Everybody hangs on for right now. Off at turn number 4, though. Doctor's jacket in the air. 1 lap to go for Caleb Durgan. And the Durgan Dig Performance and Gears Unlimited number 17. Down the back chute. And for the final time in 3 and 4. The DIRTcar Digital Dash 2.0 champion doubles his money off the corner. Durgan takes the win in the Spring Break 50. Coulthal in 2nd over Augustine. Guffmanis in 4th. Ben Jolly rounds out the top 5. What an ending to this race as Durgan gets to do some donuts.
And you see a couple people voicing their displeasures, I think. Oh, you got to love it. You've got to love it.
Absolutely. Hey, that's just iRacing for you. So, top 3 will come in for a photo here at the end. You saw there, by the way, Durgan right immediately took the money and run, I guess you could say. But, man, what a race that was tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, really, let's be honest. We're obviously going to have some fun with that. You expect people to rub and stuff when you have money on the line. Were they aggressive passes? Sure, but anything out of line for $500 to win? Absolutely not. And the guy who was willing to take those risks, he gets it done.
Absolutely. Let's bring in our race winner here, Caleb Durgan. He's actually deafened at the moment. Nope, he's all good. Caleb, you got a copy?
I'm here. Yes, sir.
All righty, perfect. Well, hey, you just doubled your money from Digital Dash 2.0, $500 in the Spring Break 50. Congratulations. I mean, what a charge from 6th to 1st you had, but take me through that pass against Augustine for the win.
Yeah, man, there might be some unhappy people out there, but on a rough racetrack to pass, you got to do what you got to do. So I'll let them cry. After all, I'm coming home with the paycheck, so that's all that matters to me.
How did you feel? Did you learn anything from Charlotte going into this race? I know Charlotte's the same length track. It's got a lot of momentum as well, similar to this. But did you learn anything from that race in the past compared to this, or completely different?
The slick factor of it was about the same. Volusia and Charlotte race a little different. I feel like Volusia's a little more locked down, hard to pass. So it's not exactly the same, but the slickness is the same. So I feel like everyone knew, expected it to be slick. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the biggest similarity.
Well, Caleb, who do you want to give shout outs to before we let you go?
Yeah, if anyone needs any open setup stuff, go visit speedranch.com. Dirty Dig Performance, all my real life sponsors. My girlfriend, Dean, you guys for broadcasting. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully there's another one sometime soon. I'm ready to throw up a three-peat.
Stay tuned, I guess we can say. So, Caleb, congratulations. $1,000 you've cashed now in the last two races. Well done.
You'll have
Thank
to pay
you.
taxes on that.
Yeah, hey man, I'm not good enough to win dirt cars money in real life, so I have to take it when I can get it.
Amen.
Caleb Durgan gets it done tonight here in the Spring Break 50. He'll be using some of that money on Spring Break, I would have to guess. So, but this man here, though, I know he didn't win, Zach, but we may have to call this guy the Bambino from now on because he called his shot, went from the back, made his way up to the front. Ryan Coulthal, second at the end. He's with Zach.
Mr. Cool, brother. I mean, you talk about most of the time, dirt guys, you want this thing to stay green, but let's be honest. You're maybe one caution flag away from winning this thing. I mean, at the end of the day, B main to $250. I think we're smiling, though, aren't we?
Yeah, this is a win in my book to come from that far back. Like I said to some of my buddies in Discord, I was like, I'm going to start 21st and probably finish 21st, honestly. So, no, I picked them off pretty good. I avoided some good wrecks. And I think I was up to 10th when that first caution came out around like 22 laps in. So I was like, all right, well, and then just more things just kept falling my way and just kept avoiding some of the carnage that was going on. And before I knew it, I was up to 4th, and Ryan was in front of me, and I was trying everything I could do to stay off of him. I want to, but I did say, after the B main win, I did say I was going to use some rub rails and stuff, which I did, getting through. It's just part of it. It's racing. Rubbing's racing, but I don't really like rubbing someone the wrong way to where they're wrecking. So I knew if I was going to hit Go Famous, he was going to wreck. So. I was trying to race him the best possible, but he got into the wall in the backstretch. I hit him, and then eventually got around him. And then that caution flag pretty much, flew and kind of went my way with Durgan and Mike going at it. I thought something was gonna, happen. I thought these guys were gonna still, continue to race hard, and Mike went down to the bottom, and me and him were racing hard. And by the time we got sorted out and everything, Durgan was already too far gone. So,
yeah, I want to cut you off there quick though, because you led me in perfectly, Ryan. Because you didn't get the best view. Obviously, you're in the car, but we saw a lot of aggressive slide jobs towards the front, to say the least. And I want you to highlight this for everybody else, because I mean, this was a $250 move, brother. Mike sends it up the racetrack. Let's be honest. I mean, you're going up. You're going to flip over that wall. If you do not get on the binders and live to race another day, man, I know that's not easy to do, but how big time was that, man? That move right there got you $250.
Yeah, I really have no fear. So it's checkers or wreckers. So honestly, second place, great. Third place, whatever, I'm just going to wreck trying doing it.
Well, hey, congratulations, Ryan. I mean, obviously, driver of the race here, if I was allowed to give out an award. I mean, you charged through that pack like it was nothing. Couple laps short. But heck of a job. $250, man. Who we want to thank, brother?
Yeah, again, I just got to thank you guys for putting the broadcast on and doing what you guys do, doing what you guys are doing. Oh, damn. All right, whatever. You guys do a great job. Andrew Regal for putting this on, all the admins for doing a great job the past few days. Congrats to Caleb on the win. Congrats to Mike on third. I know there's you know, a lot of hurt feelings out there, which, you know, it's part of racing. So just can't thank everybody, Drew Walton, all them guys that helped me out, everybody in Discord, and yeah, we'll see you guys hopefully in the next one.
Yeah, man. You know, stay tuned. Announcement coming, Ryan, but we definitely hope you're back, brother. A lot of fun having you. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Right.
Now,
cool
Marty, you
foul.
got the man who finished P3 here, and I guarantee you the whole Salina truck stop, every TV was on watching this tonight, rooting for this man.
Oh, boy, you lost me at Salina Truck Stop there, but
They're his sponsor. He'll tell you all about him. Go ahead,
you're
Mike.
actually, you know what? Now that I recall seeing that at night number 1, you are not wrong on that, Zach. But let's get away from that. Mike Augustine in third. I don't know what to say, man, except what more did you need? And take me through the end of that race.
I got around Gofamas there. I did what I wanted to do. I wanted to have command of the lead, and I led the whole race, and Durgan just right-reared literally everyone to get to the lead. So I guess we're allowed to just right-rear everyone to get to the lead and with no repercussions. So I guess I'll learn from that for the next one. If I start farther back, I'll just right-rear everyone out of my way. But, yeah, I mean, that was my race. I got to the lead clean and ran my own race just to get right-reared for the win.
I think we'll just leave it at that, Mike. Who do you want to give shout-outs to before we let you go?
Majulse Speed Shop, Blake, Evan, and Chris for all they do. Sweet Victory Seats, you guys for the broadcast, and Andrew for being the admin.
All righty. Mike, we'll let you go. Hey, heck of a run regardless, man. Hopefully we see you next time, all right? Can definitely understand the frustration, the disappointment of Mike. That's just the irony of racing or in any sports. The thrill of victory for one, the agony of defeat for the other side. So, but final thoughts here as we get set to sign off on a heck of an event here, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, just to pick up where you kind of left off there. I mean, definitely, you know, aggressive racing, but that's what let's be honest, the hundreds of people tuning in watching this thing, man, that's what they want to see. They want to see a good show, and the boys up front gave them that. It doesn't always go the way you want it to, but hey, you know, sometimes you got to pick up the pieces, and like we keep teasing this, but you know, maybe you can put them back together again here soon.
Absolutely, and stay tuned for the next DIRTcar eSports announcement on our next race. Should come in a couple weeks' time. So, but in the meantime, we know racing season is just around the corner. I know for like the World of Outlaws and the National Series, the series have gotten underway. But for those at a local dirt car track, I know it's starting maybe in a couple weeks or maybe in a couple months for some of us in the Northeast. Yeah, Zach, I see you. You're excited for the summer. I know why you are, though, man. And I am, too, at the same time. So we hope you go visit your local dirt car track and just enjoy everything that that the sanctioning body has to offer. So with that, we will bid you adieu here on this awesome week, you can say the least here. So again, don't forget, we'll be back. DIRTcar.com/esports, the place to go for further updates on what is happening around DIRTcar eSports and iRacing. So with that, it's goodbye for now. On behalf of DIRTcar Racing and the World Racing Group, on behalf of my broadcast partner, Zach Chapman, Marty Sakala saying so long. Congratulations to Caleb Durgan, the Spring Break 50 champion. Thanks for joining us all week. So long.